Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. So occasionally, yes, I do get some returns. All my controllers are warranted for 1 year, and so if you have a problem, you can just email me and I'll take care of you. So this got returned back for. Let me blow it up a little bit. It's the X pot. Look down here in the lower left corner. The left digit is the X potentiometer, and the Y is the other one. Neither are all that great. Should be returning to center. So I already pulled the screws out of this thing. So let's see what's going on in here. Okay, so there's nothing thrilling here. It's just your standard. Let me get this out of the way. It's just your standard overlay compatible 5200 controller. So let's go to let's gonna pop one of these real quick. This is version 3.11, I think. Yeah. So, man, I'll already up to something wonky's going on. That's funky. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and just replace both of these pots real quick. Turn my soldering iron back on. Let's do a quick see what's going on with these pots. I don't know why they're so not working well right now. The look of it, I'm probably just going to replace both of them. Doesn't take that long. And this joystick's new too. Even the joystick itself was made in March of get this out of here real quick so you can see. It was made in March. So what's going on here? It doesn't look weird. I'll pull both of these. Cut down pots all the time. Let's see. Yeah, I've been a little concerned. When I originally do these, they're just a little too tight, and I think it's happening is just too much thrust, for lack of a better term. There's just a little like lock washer in here to prevent too much thrust, and I think what's happening when I go to press these, it's pressing just a little too hard. So the last batch I've been making, I've actually been clearing the hole out a little more, so there's less chance of squishing this thing. Let's pull this. Have I'll just reuse the wires. I'll put new capacitors and on this sucker. old. You are new. I usually have a little debug cable. There you are. Yeah, I keep all sorts of little doodads down here. Let's grab one. So I'm actually getting pretty well caught up on controller orders. I'll probably get another 1 or 2 done tonight, and then just wanted to knock this guy out real quick to make sure get this returned in a timely manner. Okay. Yeah, so what I've been doing recently is kind of opening up the this component here just a little bit, so when I go to press it in place it'll be less thrust on there, so set be a little bit kinder to the pots themselves. They're okay, like side loading they're fine, but like pressing into them is not the greatest, unfortunately. I've found, where is my little tool? Let's get some of this junk off my desk so you can see what I'm doing here. Where did you go, little feller? Why is every tool blue is the question. It's like, why is every app blue? Why is everything blue? You choose everything. You pick everything, either blue or it's black. Here it is. So I'm just going to ream this off just a tiny bit. Love this tool. This is the deburring tool. It's great for plastics too. Let's get a little better lead in on there. There we go. And the X is these two. Yeah, I keep getting a bunch of orders for the dual sticks, which is great. It's a neat controller, but it's a lot of work. It's building 2 controllers at once, so it takes a little longer to get those done. Not that I don't appreciate all the dual sticks, but it's one of the, I think the second most popular controller is the 5200 dual stick, and then in the IntelliVision, the Purist has turned out to be the most popular so far. Oh, my eyes are old tonight. This one, and the other, so, and I've been doing this too long. I can do this all. You can see the crazy maneuvers I can do here. And my own clamp. As you get for doing electronics for way too long. Just trim those off. That's it. See, it's reading 0, 0. Let me move this out a little bit. Make it easier for everyone to see. So you have to stare at my pajamas as much. Okay. can see. That's at 0, 0. Let's turn it up to around, try to get around 7.5, 7.6. That's good there. And now I'm going to replace the other pot right now. And it goes on the left 2 terminals. This is the y-axis. I find interesting is between the original 5200 and my controllers, I use very similar colors. It's because it's just the way their whoever engineers designed it originally followed more or less pretty normal color codes. So everything except for they had like a dark blue and a light blue, and then they had a pink, which you don't usually have pink. But I actually bought pink wire just in case. Yeah, went out and did some photography work at. I go out for a walk at lunch, and there's a place a Growl Mill. Well, they just took the dam down there last year. Because it used to look like a massive waterfall. It was a huge dam, like a good, I don't know, probably over 50 meters across, and probably 4 or 5 meters tall. It was a big structure, so it looked like a waterfall, but not great for the fishes. So that's gone. So the Salt Creek is now returned back to its normal, humble self. It's cool, the restoration they've been doing. The water wheel is not turning today, but it hasn't been driven by water in a long time. It's been electrically driven for ages, so apparently it's turning again. So I took some nice photos out. My trusty DSLR. A nice good old 5D Mark II Canon. Nice camera. Okay, turn you down to about 8.5. There you go. 7.5, 7.2. I'll do the same for this guy here. Pretty close. So when I put it back together, I just want to make sure. That this little part here, this is allows for adjustment, just small adjustments on it. So doesn't matter which one you pick because they're the same. Just have to make sure those face that way. Don't need the magnifier. Getting new glasses soon. I had to go with the progressive this time. Is the stuff at like computer distance is killing me through the regular glasses. Taking my regular glasses off is like easier to see right now than the is that centered? Nope. See how that's kind of, come on camera, you can focus. There you go. See how this is pretty far to one side, so I'll center it off. I know gentleman's trying to do his own adjustments, so I'm going to recenter this to give us more room to work once we get there. So this is recentered right there. So when I press these back into place, it'll be more or less. Oh, I think that might be stripped out. Yeah, it is. That's right. That doesn't help either. It's just a plastic here, so I think it got stripped out. That's right. I'll just these. So I'm building a new setup anyway, so got 2 duals, a classic, and an overlay is all that's left right now, and then there's a couple of IntelliVisions, and then I'm all caught up, which is pretty cool. I'll be able to actually work on some new controllers that I want to release. I'm still waiting on the parts for the Genesis one I'm working on. Steal this part off. That's this guy here. I ordered a ton of these before all the tariffs hit, so I'm not too worried about that. There we go. Your junk. Yeah, so what happened was I noticed when I was trying to reset this screw here, it was just stripped out, so no biggie. It's easy to do. And you'll never keep a set either then. It'll just keep twisting. This is your Y. That's your X. This is your Y. The Y is shorter. No. Yes, the Y is inside. Brain tired. Watch the screen on the Y. It's still showing 7.5, so it's not bad at all. It's pretty centered. Kind of eyeball it. I just have to be ballpark. I don't need to be crazy, super duper accurate. Yeah. At this point. There we go. See, now it's turning too much. I don't like that. That means we're going to need a little hot glue. This is fine. Just pull you off. Now I don't want to twist. It's not supposed to. Because if I can hand press this, which looks like I can. Yeah. A little dab will do you. Turn the hot glue on. Let's see how the other one feels. Maybe I reamed it out just a little too much. Alright. If I can hand press it. No, this one's tight. What happened with that poor side there? I'll tell you what, since I had to pull that apart anyway, I'm going to steal that whole assembly now. That is the Y. X. Show you what I have to do with this. I don't actually like using hot glue. I like an interference fit instead. It's fine. So this is the, see how there's a little, come on, it's like a D-shaped hole. Don't want D-shaped, I want round. So I got the cute little tiny little drill press over here. Which I have set to the right height. this. So I turn the square shape into a round hole. And we're still on the y-axis. Let's get you back to the 7.5. Close enough. Now, this will take more force because it is a fresh and new. Clear that out just a tiny bit. That's a little too hard to press. There we go. Yeah, I can feel it's actually on there pretty good. Well, now, just same thing for the X. I actually use a, well, originally was a security monitor for my live view. So if you ever wonder what I'm looking at over here, it's a security monitor, so which is nice because it can handle all sorts of weird refresh rates and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, let's turn a little bit too. I don't like that. I think I will just hot glue this one. I'll probably hot glue both of them. Close enough. Yeah, 5E's enough. Just to lock it in place. Last thing I want is these turning once they're in there. Why didn't you press all the way? See too much of the shoulder of the pot there. There we go. That's what I wanted. Still close enough. And I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue on this one too. Just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. It's not much. It's just a little dab there to kind of act like a poor man's Loctite. Let's see. Let's get you back into the controller. One thing I do like about hot glue is how fast it is. I want something to set up pretty darn quick. Just to reassemble. Reassemble, adjust, and then we can get this little guy back on the road. So I ended up replacing both the potentiometers and capacitors on there. Yeah, this released version 3.2 of the controllers. The only major difference is there's a PC board that sits here instead of this crimped harness here. I mean, they're both equally reliable. I just wanted something that was a little less crimp work for me. Hands are getting old, and it's not great sometimes to have to do so much crimping with all those little DuPont connectors. It gets a little old. I think I'm going to do something very similar for the television as well. I mean, it's not like electrically there's no difference. It's just a matter of reduces all the crimp work I have to do. That's better. Alright, let's set the X and then we'll set the Y. There we go, 7.5, I like that. Okay, and then the Y just needs just a little bit. I thought I loosened you enough. Apparently not. Too far. Come back. Too far. Gentlest force. Okay. Perfect. 7.5 there. Sweet. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, good return now. Coming back like dead on 7.5 every time. Awesome. Cool. So I'm just going to re-zip tie one more thing in here. That sounded like a wrench. That's because that was a wrench. Zip tie you back down so you don't go nowhere. Sweet. The buttons still work. Be downy there. Latency, reset. Oh, those are nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's a good return now. I like that. Sweet. All right, so that's 2 brand new pots, 2 new caps, a little bit of hot glue to make sure nothing wanders off on us. So, all right, that's it for this guy. He's gonna go back to the customer very shortly. Sweet. All right, everyone. Let's put the screws back in a second, and then we are golden. I'm gonna turn on my CNC. I have just 2 more enclosures to cut right now, and then we're good for all the enclosures are cut. Then it's just a matter of doing the final assembly work. I went through and I pre-built a bunch of these little modules for the make sure I don't have any pinched wires. Make sure I don't have any pinched wires here, but yeah, so just have a couple to do, a couple enclosures to cut, and then actually got the LT done, and I want to get my recap my IntelliVision 2609 so I can release that controller too. I mean, electrically it's no different than anything else I've done. Yeah. Well, that wasn't good. So, alright. Everyone, thank you for watching. I'm just going to put my stuff away here, and I'll start working on clearing out these orders. But yeah, again, if you ever have a problem with controller, just email me at retro@cyberfreak.com with a PH, and I'll get right back to you, and we can get you all fixed up. Yeah, you can see I built up a bunch of these little guys, so I can build up remaining 5,200 controllers. So everyone, thank you for watching, and off to more work. If I can find my mouse, it'd be great. There it is. Have a good one.